Oh, good morning. It's been a little while since I've done Road Rebel, almost a week, probably about a week actually. So, sorry for the delay, but thanks for watching again. If you didn't see the announcement I made over the weekend, I'm going to try a little experiment. Don't know if I'll get it off this week. Going to try to, but buddy of mine came over Saturday night. We watched a couple movies, ate some pizza. You know, I was childless for the night, so it was kind of fun to just kind of kick around, shoot the breeze. And we started talking about this, that, or the other. And he suggested I do something that I've always thought about doing, but never got off my rump to do. And he kind of motivated me to give it a shot. So I'm going to start a weekly show. About an hour-long show. We'll cover a number of topics. It's going to be a variety show. We'll cover probably a little bit of politics, do some humor, even music. Just a general, kind of a little talk show. We'll do it both in video and audio, so there'll be video podcasts as well as audio podcasts. You'll be able to download those. Like I said, I'm going to try to get it done this week. So for this week, I'm actually looking for a few things. A few topics that we're going to cover that I'd like to get some opinions on. First one being the Texas State Board of Education's new standards for their K through 12 education. A lot of controversy about that. I have my own opinions on it, but I want to hear yours. I want to know what you think about the new standards, especially if you are a teacher or a school administrator. If you are in education, I want to know a few things. One, what you think of these new standards. Do you think they have injected politics into education? Do you think the new standards are teachable? Do you think that teachers can actually achieve the standards that they are asking for? And just what your thoughts on them are in general. You can leave me comments below, or get a hold of me through Facebook, email, however you'd like. But let me know. I'd like to talk to you. I want to try to get these segments shot here at the end of the week. So if you get a hold of me here in the next day or two, that'd be great. Also, if you know of a band or an artist who's just getting started, looking to get a little bit of exposure. And look, this is a new show, and I don't know how many people are ever going to watch it. But here's the thing: I need music to go in and out of each segment. I'm more than happy to put snippets of that music into the show. We'll select somebody different every week. And the last segment of the show, the last full segment of the show, we'll talk to them. We'll either do in studio if they're local here to me here in Southern California, or we'll do a phone in. Either way, we'll get them on the air. May even be able to do, some live footage if we can work something out. Some live concert footage. If you're playing a gig, I'd be willing to see if we can get out there and film something, or if they want to come in and play something, that'd be great. So again, have them leave something in the comments, or shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook message, whatever works. But I'm looking for bands and artists, because I think, a little bit of exposure from me, maybe not huge, but, if they can get out there and talk about their band a little bit, then they can point folks to, the interview, and it's a start for them. So we'll see how that works. The oil spill in the Gulf continues to flow. In fact, the siphon that BP has been using to try to siphon off some of this oil is actually lowering in efficiency. It appears that it's either getting clogged, or the flow rate coming out is changing to more gas than oil. Something's going on, but it's dropped about 50% from what it was doing last week when they inserted it. That doesn't mean the oil isn't coming out as fast. In fact, there were some reports over the weekend, and these are unconfirmed. I've looked all over to try to confirm them, and I haven't been able to. So please take this with a grain of salt. But there are some reports that there are additional leaks from the seabed, that perhaps the casing, the concrete casing that is around the well pipe, the one that actually goes into the ground, that casing may be deteriorating, and that now gas and oil are seeping through cracks in the seabed because of that casing. Again, completely unconfirmed, but also wouldn't be surprising. The theory behind what happened is still that, well, it's gone more towards the concrete, that because of rushing to pull the mud out, which it was under BP's instructions, Halliburton didn't do a proper job of pouring the concrete in. The concrete may have developed gas channels, and that methane gas seeped through the concrete up into the pipe in a higher quantity than it should have been, which that pipe came up and created the explosion, methane explosion. That's a theory. We'll see. I don't know if they'll ever know, because unless they pull that casing out, they'll never know. One last thing on the BP front. Miss Wasilla, Sarah Palin, yesterday accused the Obama administration of being too close to the oil companies, receiving too much in-campaign contributions, and so therefore the response has been slowed because they're too cozy with the oil companies. This woman just spews stuff out her mouth that just make no sense anymore. Of the roughly $3.5 million that has been given by BP to candidates in the last, I believe it's 10 years, 75% has gone to Republican candidates of one stripe or another. And in fact, the total amount of contributions from oil companies to candidates, to presidential candidates in the 2008 elections, the president received a little less than $900,000 in campaign contributions. John McCain received about $2.25 million in campaign contributions, over twice as much. But remember, Obama's supposed to be the one too cozy with the oil companies. You know, they got the people out there. It has not been perfect. I am angry with the Coast Guard, because the Coast Guard really seems to be kind of doing what BP says, and we're seeing some backlash from that. And can the administration do better? Yeah, I think they can. But to say that they slowed things to try to help BP, that's a crock. Okay? No politician in their right mind would allow this to happen, just for the oil company to allow a third of the U.S. seafood operations, seafood intake, the source of seafood for a third of the U.S., to allow that to die for the oil company. They can't make enough money to do that. It doesn't make sense. You know, I'm a firm believer of follow the money, but it doesn't make any sense. So that's where everything is. So look, if you're a teacher, please shoot me an email or leave me a comment. Also, if you're a band, hopefully we can get this show off the ground this week. I'm looking for a name for it as well, so suggestions there. And we'll talk to you later.